it's so weird. I never forget Robert Kiyosaki says it all depends on what you think is smart and what you think is risky. So Josh thinks all that stuff's risky, no doubt.
Yep, for sure. And it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You don't have to do it. So, you know, yep.
I'm so happy for you. Just going on roundup. This is a quick one here today because Josh is the guy comes yesterday. He has the balls and the guts to call me on my phone, which I have eliminated all possibilities of people finding my phone. So I knew he had to be a skip trace master or some type of detective.
I'm a professional, professional real estate investor.
You guys know how to uncover a lot of things. Josh, you down? Are you in the A or where you at? You in Georgia? What county?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
You in the A. Everybody, welcome to the Roundup Network. It is an honor to bring this young gentleman here with you for today. I'm just a co-pilot. You're going to be talking to Josh. He just closed his first subject to real estate deal. Josh, I want to say thank you. Congratulations, bro. I'm
Thank you,
so happy
Chris.
for you, dog.
Appreciate you, man. So, like, subject two has been one of those things where I wish I would have did it a long time ago because I've had the leads come in. I've had the opportunity, I'm sure.
Oh,
But yeah, it was one of those things where you're not educated and you're stuck in your ways, right?
let's
So
talk about that. I don't want to leave there, Josh. First of all,
yeah,
tell us about you first, dog. Give us where
I
you from, your
apologize. I
background.
apologize. Yeah, man. So everybody, my name is Josh Paschel. I'm a full-time real estate investor. I've been investing since 2014. Closed my first deal in 2014, and started a company, wholesale company, and we've kind of evolved to, fix and flips, rentals, all kind of stuff. I call myself a great deal finder, and I'm a creative real estate investor. You know what I mean? Those are like some of the two really keys that you need. You got to be able to find deals and you got to be able to be creative with these deals. So I feel like that's some of the things I've been blessed to do. But yeah, I'm in Atlanta and,
You took it to another level though, because you found the deals, you found creative wisdom and finance, and you found money.
yeah, so this is like a triple. I mean, of course, you can do subject to with no money down, but
Mm,
sometimes, yeah.
per
I
se,
mean,
per
per
se,
se, sometimes those nice houses, your seller's gonna want a little money.
no
If
doubt.
if they're not strictly with their back up against the wall or whatever, if they just are tired of making the payments and there's no pending foreclosure at the moment, but they want to get underneath it,
Uh-huh.
sometimes they may want a little bit of money. Oh, I appreciate that.
Look at this,
Um,
man. People picking you up. Yo, John, I'm so happy for you, man.
appreciate y'all. That yeah. So
Oh, good.
and then Chris, I got another one that I'm hopefully about to close by the end of the month. I got a little bit more confidence, but so do you want me to talk to you guys about this particular deal?
Yeah, like, I want to hear about it. Before I just want people to know this guy calls me up. He's like XYZ ABC. I'm like, first of all, who are you?
Right. So let me tell you. All right. So
I
Chris,
didn't blow you up though.
now I follow Chris, and I've been learning a lot from him. I'm sure, like you guys have. I've been learning a lot from Chris because Chris, I could tell a real estate investor. Chris is a real estate investor, and he's doing it, and he also is supporting the followers by giving them the information, but also giving them the tools that they need to be successful. So, like, I was listening to some videos and I just immediately took action. I just immediately took action and I ended up getting the deal. And then I needed some money. I needed, the seller wanted like $50,000 to walk away from the property. I mean,
Okay.
she probably could have listed it. She probably could have got more for it because the as is value is worth more than what she gave it to me for.
Mm-hmm.
But in some way, right? So there was $150,000 mortgage on the property, balance at like
150.
150, $150,000 mortgage at like
Okay.
2.75
Good God
percent.
Almighty.
Um, PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, all that stuff was like $8.99 a month.
Wow.
the rent to rate for this property is about $2,500.
How old
And,
is that loan, by the way? When did they originate that loan, Josh?
I think I gotta you know give you I gotta be clear on that, but I do have the payoff and stuff. But I think she just redid it, if I'm
She
not mistaken.
refinanced it. Yeah, I'm thinking because
She just
that low
refinanced.
interest rate.
Yeah, that was within maybe like the last year, 2 years maybe. She
No
done
doubt.
that, but I just forgot the exact day. You know what I
That's
mean?
cool. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 2.75. I mean, nowadays, where we at? Like, where we at,
Seven and a
Chris?
half, 8. Yeah, we
So, you know what I
triple
mean?
that.
I'm just like, man. And
But
then,
you were prepared. My thing is you were prepared, and I'm not the only guy teaching this. And I'm like, I have a little bit of clarity because I've been doing it so long. I saw this coming. I kept saying like, boom, this coming, it's coming, coming. So Josh is taking over this debt that people have already incurred from 20, 21, and 22. And Josh is stepping in and helping people.
yeah, so like I'm trying to get away from just selling every property that I got. I'm trying to get away from selling every opportunity that comes my way, because that's, you got to keep doing it. The more you sell, the more you got to find something else to sell, right?
That's right.
So I've really realized that cash and cash flow are different. Those are two different things. You know
They
what I
got nothing to
mean?
do with each other.
They got nothing to do with each other. So like it's good to have cash, but you need cash flow. So how do you get cash flow? Subject to is a way to do it. That's one way.
Infinitely.
That's
Infinitely.
one way. And I like the idea now that I'm doing it now. I like the idea that you can capitalize off someone else's existing financing. If they got a good deal years ago and rates are up now at a higher rate and it would cost you more to buy it now, why, that's a great opportunity. I wish I would have done it more and done it longer, but it's okay. We're
You're here
only
now.
really prepared to do it when we're ready to do it.
That's right. So we're thinking about all those leads that came in over the years you were looking at with no equity and you couldn't do. You're like, nah,
Wasn't
life
even
investment.
interested. Go and talk to somebody else. So what's cool about this deal is I bought the house subject to there was $150,000 balance. The seller wanted 50,000, so I'm in it for 200K. But I didn't have the 50,000 on hand to give to the seller, and I knew that the house was worth over 300,000. I knew her balance was only 899. I knew that I could rent this out for about $2,500 a month.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that if I did it with a rent to own or some type of creative way, I can eliminate myself from being responsible for taxes, insurance, and maintenance, and all that stuff. So
Wow.
this is gonna be a good cash deal. So I just found a partner, literally found a partner, online, just on Facebook, man. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
that.
Like,
What did you do? Did you advertise? Hey, I got this
oh yeah,
deal.
I mean, I didn't know if you wanted me to tell it, but why not, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're
I
here
mean,
for. We
you,
get the juice. So literally, I just put it in an investor group in Facebook saying, "Hey, here's a property I got.
in the
Uh,
contract.
here's a property I got under contract. The seller's willing to let me take over the mortgage. Here's what it's worth. Here's the payment. Here's what I think we can rent it out for. I need someone who can bring 50 grand to the table, and we be partners. And like,
Wow.
man, I found someone I've never even met. I don't even know this guy. You know what I mean? He's in a whole
Wow.
nother state. Whole nother state. So like, this is a true money, no money down type of deal. You know what I mean? On my end, you know what I mean? And projections, I could make about 700-800 bucks a month. You know what I mean?
Stupid.
Um,
That's stupid money.
yeah, man. I mean, off a lead that probably you would think you can't do something with, whatever. And now that's boosted my confidence. I get that deal. I closed on that one. I have another one that I'm in the process of closing on right now. And the seller, he only wants 10K. You know what I mean? I got
Gotcha.
that. I could give him that money. You know what I mean? I don't need a partner on this one. And
That is so cool.
yeah, man.
I'm
I
so
plan
happy.
on doing this a whole lot more too.
This is unlimited amount. I want all of my roundup homies and my family to understand that Josh didn't use his credit. He didn't go to no bank. He didn't beg through application. What about your credit score, Josh? How many times did they ask for that during this deal?
0. No credit score, no
What
nothing.
about your when did you turn your tax returns in? I forgot to ask.
Never, never. No
Oh
tax
my
returns.
God.
Didn't get an appraisal. Didn't get an appraisal. None of that stuff, man. And yeah,
So happy.
man.
All
Yeah.
right. So you doing
So
it.
yeah. So everybody out there, I just, wanted to say, I wanted to thank Chris. This is really what this is about. This is not even really so much about me as much. This is me giving my respect to Chris because Chris, one, I couldn't have really done this without your docs. You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? Your training and the docs made it easy for me to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I just found the deal. And with the stuff that I had learned from you and the documents I had, I was able to put it together. You know what I mean? I didn't need an attorney. I didn't need all this or all that. Normally, this probably would have been a deal that would have been a little bit confusing outside of what I was trained to do. You know
Which
what I
is
mean?
what cash deals.
Yeah, cash deals. I bought it in the land trust as well. So this was
Wow.
all, yeah, this was all new stuff. You know what I mean? Land trust,
Oh my Lord.
subject to, and rent to own. This is like the three strategy that you teach, basically. All of them.
Unbelievable. I
Yeah.
get teared up, man. I'm like, this is what we do. I don't have time to be doing theory, right? I'm like, I'm black in America, dog. I don't got time. I don't have time to be trying to figure, teaching from a book. I have to implement and deploy, which is what you did. So you
Yep.
buy something to tell me about your exit strategy, Josh. How are you going to collect some paper?
So my plan is to sell it on a rent to own. My plan is to sell it at least maybe about 300K. Hopefully the house is worth about 350, but that's in really
Pristine.
nice
I
condition.
saw it needs some.
Pristine.
It needs some work. I mean, it
It
ain't like
needs a
it's
little
falling
work.
down.
Yeah, and I already put it out there. I was just testing the water at like 275. I feel like I had a lot of people, willing to buy it from me at that price. So maybe I was too low. So I feel like I should be able to get about 300 for it. And I'm gonna try to get about 60K down. That way I can give my partner his funds back and make a little bit of money, and then we just collect money every single year. You know what I mean? And then just do that a couple more times. That's my goal. I set a goal this year to hit a certain number on a monthly
That's a
basis
big
cash
number.
flow. You know what I mean?
A big
So
number.
yeah, let's just keep doing. Let's do this a couple more times. By the end of the year, I should be good. Hopefully.
So,
God's will.
all right, buy it, sub two, sell lease option. Move on to the next one. Get a down payment. Did you say what type of down payment you're looking for?
Yeah, so I need about 50-60K. That's what I want on this house to get
So
back.
even if you don't get that, the terms on your private guy that put the money up, is there a time you pay him back, or does he ride along?
No, no, he's cool. He said, man, let's try to get as much as we can back, but I'm willing to stay in the deal if need be. You know what I
Either
mean?
way, say you do 800 a month, right? Or six. Say you make 1,500 a month, right?
Hmm.
That's net. He got his money back, even if you get zero down. I mean, the guy got to get his money.
ROI wise, he's not losing for sure. Nobody
No,
losing. Yeah.
heck no, man. You could just let him. I mean, actually, so many ways you can do it. You could let him keep all the cash flow for a year if you wanted to, and he could get. I mean, it's so many things you could do because of the positioning that you did, but it all started here.
Yeah. So that's but I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you for your help, man. And
Yeah.
I really plan on doing more of these, just more subject to deals. I want to do them more now, to be honest with you. I want to, and then I need to try to figure out a way where I can get them with, little to no
Less
money.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah, less
little
money
to no
down.
money.
Well, it all depends. I got one more question to let you go. It's a ton of questions here, but this is my thing. Josh, as you were walking, tell me about as you were walking to closing, what's in your mind, and as you walked out of closing. I just want to kind of get everybody to understand that that is a surreal feeling when you're not having a lender looking over your neck.
So walking to closing, walking out of closing. Um To be honest with you, Chris, I already knew that I could do this stuff. I've been in the business for like since 2014.
Mhm.
I've closed a ton of deals, right? I
No
already
doubt.
knew that I was capable, but I was just more happy that I actually believed in myself and did it and just got it done, rather than hearing about it and watching from the sideline, watching other people doing it. I was just happy that I did my first one. You know what I mean? So that's really what
Gotcha.
it was about for me and it works. True. You mean, all right. So now I got control of this property, and I didn't have to qualify for it. Yeah. And now that I think about it, now we're talking about it now and I'm really thinking about it. I want to
Yes.
do it more. Give me a million of these.
Unlimited.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, brother.
So I
So
appreciate
y'all,
you, man.
it's an honor to meet you, man. To meet you. I'm gonna put some information in the video description below. Make sure you join our email list so you know when we're doing our next subject to training, so you can get out there and get your own real estate. You got to the secret. My mentor always told me, you can't win the game selling assets. Gotta hold them for long-term cash flow. That's just how it works. Can't win. And subject to allows people like Josh and even for me to buy these properties without having to have a ton of credit and even capital out the yin yang. So, okay, Josh, that's all I got. You want to answer questions or you don't want to do the people questions?
I can ask maybe two questions.
Oh,
Two
let's see it.
questions.
Congratulations. TJ wants to know, how did you find that one and what contracts are you using?
So I'm using all Chris's docs. Chris got the docs. You
Yeah,
know
you can
what I
get
mean?
those.
So Chris got the docs. How did I find the property?
Not everybody
Um,
wants to give up all that, but go ahead.
no, it's all good. I do text message marketing, so just get a list of people in your area and skip trace them, and you can text them or you can cold call them or whatever. But I'm texting.
Cool. Joy said, how did his partner get 50K? How did he? Do you know how the man got 50,000? That ain't your business.
I don't really care. No, I'm just playing. I'm sure he's a successful businessman.
No
He's
doubt.
been he's been around for a while.
I'm offering 10% more. That's crazy. Ultimate Bargain is a monster, man. Uh oh, Joy, great question, Joy. Last one. How did you decide to give 50K to the seller, Josh? How did that come about? No doubt you had to be skilled at some type of negotiation as you were going in.
So that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. So she wanted like 200, 200, around 200 cash.
That's where they started. That's where they
That's-
started in their
yeah.
minds.
Yeah, she wanted 200,000. So then I backtrack. How much is your mortgage?
Reframed it.
So now I figure out, okay, that's what you want to walk away with. You want 50,000. So now we just started talking about that 50,000, and she was really stuck on the 50,000. She didn't care whether she got it if we paid the mortgage off or if we kept it in place. She just wanted the 50,000. So I'm just like, okay, well, your house needs a little bit of work. Um, you know, can we make a win-win deal? Can we do like some type of win-win situation? Here's what I'm thinking. I think if I paid you 200K and I still got to fix it up and try to make some profit, it's not too exciting to me. It's not so exciting. But what if I just gave you 50,000 and you just left the mortgage in place? She wanted to know how would that benefit me? Why would I even want to do something like that? And I was honest with her and I said, well, I mean, that way I can rent out the property and make a couple $100 a month, without having to spend $200,000 to do it or 200 plus to do it. When I explained it to her like that, and I explained to her that this is a win-win, she accepted that. And
I
all I
love
had
it.
to do was just come up with the 50K, you
I
know?
love it. That's so cool, man. Congratulations, brother Josh. All right, y'all. Make sure you take a second, subscribe to the channel. Josh, if anybody wants to do business with you, brother, or they want to get in touch with you to see if they can do some deals with you, what's the best way to reach you? Is it, is it an email or social media?
Um, yeah, I'm on social media, so I can give them
If you
it's
put it
my
in the chat, put it in the chat right there so I can. You never
yeah,
know. Somebody might watch this and say, shit, they got another 50 for you or 100. I don't know.
okay. I
And
just
I'll
put
put
my
Josh's information. He'll give it to me here, and I'll put it in the video description because he is a solid, savvy real estate investor in the Atlanta area. And hook up with him down there, man.
Appreciate you, Chris. I'm gonna let you go, man. I thank you for everything, man. And I'm
Okay,
gonna
y'all.
continue watching, man. Every time you on YouTube, man, I'm gonna look for that good stuff, man.
All right, brother. Thank y'all.
All right,
Round
man.
up. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace out.
Give me your information.